Welcome to the podcast. We got some crazy stories everywhere out there. Some bow and arrow attack thing. We got some crazy stories lined up for you today. And as you guys know, we have a Spotify, YouTube, Snicks. You guys go straight to Spotify if you want to listen and chill out. Anywhere else, we're everywhere now. And if you guys can see, we got a new icon, a new banner. Shout out to our artists. You can find it's actually an NFT, so you can actually go find it on OpenSea under the Let's Chat Shit icon and put your bids. One day it could be worth a shit ton, so you might want to catch that one early. But you know, it's a 1-for-1 NFT token. Check it out. And yeah, so first story on this week is the Norway Bow and Arrow attack. That crazy shit, that Viking shit.
Honestly, it's mad. It's mad. Like, you don't hear about this sort of thing anymore, do you?
Old school.
Well, the whole podcast is gonna be full of these weird ones.
We got a lot of weird ones. It's interesting stuff this week.
Yeah. Alright, so what happened? Who dropped it?
Basically, So in Norway, there's been recently what I think they have now decided is a terrorist attack. And it was done by a Norwegian man who apparently has been on a few lists with the police. Like he's been watched a few times because he did apparently convert to Islam. So
I was just about to say I thought Norway is such a peaceful place. They didn't even have no lists. Yeah. And then you said I'm about to convert to Islam. I got it. Write this nigga's name down.
So apparently he converted to Islam a while back, and apparently they thought it was in a more of an extremist manner, and so he's been watched a few times. He actually I'll get on to this, but so recently he went around in Norway and he ended up basically opening fire with a bow and arrow at a local co-op. So
he's a supermarket.
The way you said open fire, like it was like my guy had to.
Yeah, arrow, doof, quick fire,
Legolas style.
Fuck yeah!
I don't know how good he was, to be fair.
We're laughing at the bow and arrow thing. We're not laughing at the obviously the victims.
It's actually a very sad story, to be honest.
Oh, what happened?
So basically 5 people have died, 3 are injured. The age range is around about 50 to 70, the people that have been the victim of this crime. And so it is a bit peak. There's a lot of older people.
The younger ones could dodge it, innit?
They ran a bit faster.
It says here the victims were all aged between 50 and 70. The guy fully just attacked old people.
Yeah, it was easier target, I guess. It's bad.
If they're not running fast enough, you can kind of
bow and arrow is a bit harder.
Bow is hard. I did arrow lessons in that. Archery, yeah, bro.
And they weren't even moving targets. And
they were not even moving targets. This guy must be. We have to give it to him. He must be fucking Legolas.
Yeah, he's been training.
Aim is true.
Anyway, but apparently the sequence of events was he began his attack. No one has died yet, or I'm not sure if there was injured. Maybe there was some injured. But 6 minutes after his initial attack, the police got to him.
Yeah, quick, you know.
They are quick, and it's good. But unfortunately, the Norwegian police, just like our police, they do not carry guns.
Yeah.
And so my man opened fire on the police. Arrows were flying their way, and he ran. He ditched. He got away.
He got away. No,
they had no way to defend against bow and arrows. Like
I am finished. I can't believe this.
And so he got away. And then
what? Are you serious?
And so all 5 deaths and apparently the people that have been injured all occurred after he got away from the police.
Oh
in a half an hour window,
bro.
Half an hour. The police fucked up. They're so dead. In the UK, if they even see someone with a bow or even walking with them, you know the air rifles. Those Kishan, he was telling me one of his employees had an air rifle that he bought and he had it on his back. On his back. Yeah, as he was riding to work
on his bike.
Yeah, and then the garage apparently got swatted. Like the SWAT team came in back front. They just literally rushed the whole ends because people said there's a guy with a sniper on his back, fucking riding around in London. So they came within quickly. They just scooped him up.
Yeah, but air rifles are legal, right? I think
they are legal. Yeah. But obviously you need to be a bit more smarter than that.
You have to carry them in a case.
You're looking like some Russian spy or something.
Yeah, he's just there. We're on his back line,
speeding through the town.
But yeah, so this guy was actually like the police are
Yeah, so
dead.
unfortunately, because they didn't have the weapons or the defense at the time to stop him from firing arrows.
But didn't they chase him or anything? Like, how did he get away?
But an arrow, like, if I'm getting arrows shot at me, like, I'm not gonna.
But you're the police. You kind of have to. That's your role.
I've got nothing to defend myself. If I got hit by an arrow, that's me either dead or like permanently injured or like arrows do damage.
I know they do damage, but that's the point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is kind of the point.
I think that it's similar with firefighters. If the firefighter's life will be like completely in danger going into a burning building, they're meant to sacrifice potential people in there because they will do more help surviving and showing up to further fires than just sacrificing themselves there.
I see.
So sometimes if it's like there's a good chance of death, you're not meant to sacrifice
but
yourself.
interestingly here on the article it says Norwegian police are not usually armed, like you said, and after the attack the police dictatorate, so guys in charge I guess, ordered all officers nationwide to carry firearms as an extra precaution.
Yeah,
just because of some Donny acting like Legolas.
Yeah, so they were unsure whether this was going to be like a proper terrorist attack where multiple incidents, or it's just like an isolated incident, or.
Bro, imagine if ISIS is just sending in bare archers around. Because
I can't believe the Norwegian police got taken down with a bow and arrow.
Not even that.
And he got away.
Bro, it says here it was Norway's deadliest attack, like since I don't know, some in 2011.
Yeah, so since 2011,
imagine
10 years, a guy goes quick. And that's the most deadliest attack.
Imagine you're at your local co-op. You're going for your weekly shopping.
Yeah, that's true.
Arrow in the back.
Arrow to the knee.
Bro.
Arrow to the knee.
I'd be like, what's it called in Game of Thrones? Is it Brand's little brother or something like that? They had to dodge zigzag. The guy's running straight, innit?
Yeah, no, he did the opposite. He was running straight. Everyone was like, zigzag, nigga. Zigzag.
Yeah. But luckily the police did catch him. And I don't think any shots were fired, but they now have him under arrest. Interrogating him for 3 hours. They're trying to find out exactly what's happened, and it moved from them not sure why he did it to now they think it was a terrorist attack because of the past,
what are you saying?
And the watch list and like how he's converted to Islam, and apparently he already has 2 what they call when you're not allowed to go near someone,
restraining
orders.
That's it. Yeah,
from 2 family members.
His own family.
2 family members. He has restraining orders because apparently he did some threatening behavior with a pistol, a firearm, and
so they had this guy on the list. He's got 2 restraining orders from his family.
Yeah,
he was a problem child waiting to attack someone.
Yeah.
Exactly. They should have had him on a closer list, fam.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be on a more higher up level list.
If you look at it, if that's Norway's biggest attack,
yeah,
the US are looking at that.
Yeah,
they ain't even on a daily.
Looking good. Yeah.
We won't even report that to the only reason we'd report this is because it's a bow and arrow, but that's about it.
Yeah, exactly.
This was 10 years. I'm right. This 2021. That's 2011.
Norway's a good place to be living.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
It's very peaceful. Clearly, this doesn't happen a lot. Yeah, and of course, it was gruesome. It was brutal, but
very sad story to be honest.
Yeah, to be honest. Talking about people getting licked / killed, Conservative MP was taken out.
Oh yeah, bro, this happened yesterday, didn't it?
Last night. Really that was a last night thing where basically he was at a meeting in a church where he was talking to his constituents, and one guy came in, stabbed him up on
it watched in front of everyone as well.
Just went broad daylight. Man juked him up. He got juked up. And you know what I was so even more shocked? They found out later it was a Somali 25-year-old.
Do you know him?
I don't know him. Thank fuck for that. But
could make
imagine,
suspects,
bro, imagine.
Have they not found him?
No, they got him immediately.
Okay.
He's been taken,
right.
And it's definitely a terrorist attack. And the sad thing is, on Twitter, a lot of people were just like, I wouldn't call him British. Fucking Somalian, that kind of shit. They're coming for us next.
The racism was going to come.
The racists are coming, and I was thinking like
they're angry, innit?
They were like they're just giving out British passports these days like Tic Tacs.
Really?
They're just divvying up the fucking citizenships. And I was just sitting there like thinking, yo.
But why did they kill him though?
If he's not British, if he's not British because he's from Somalia, he's originally from Somalia. Then your own queen, who's originally from fucking Germany,
exactly,
and her whole family ain't British.
Yeah.
You get me? These racists ain't get it, fam. That's why I was just dying. Like they're just moving too much. But yeah, and another really shocking thing I saw was this guy called Femi Sorry.
Femi who?
Femi Sorry. He's a very loudmouth, left wing guy who's on Twitter a lot. He's on
like
Good Morning Britain.
Pundit.
Kind of a pundit,
for
like left wing.
Okay, cool.
Extremely left wing.
All right.
And it was just shocking. This guy, on the day that the guy was dead,
Yeah.
tweeted out point scoring politics. Like, I hope Boris doesn't say anything about, you know, people getting killed because, you know, you guys killed 150,000 people on coronavirus. And
really?
everyone's like, listen, mate, it's not the time for this.
Yeah.
Like, political point scoring at this time. And what it really shows me is a lot of these left wing kind of people, pundits, ideologies, you know, these kind of political people, especially even MPs. Majority of them are just there and like point scoring basis. They pretend like they're very empathetic people who look after, you know, the constituents, who are trying to fight for the poor, for the underrepresented, all this kind of things. But when it truly comes down to actual like humanity, if they're truly good people, you can see they're just like other Tory MPs who are also point scoring 24/7, who are not also good people. Because even in the moment where you could have stepped back and thought, maybe I'll tweet this a week later when the guy's kind of
exactly.
let him at least fucking get buried. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill out a little bit. Show some. Yes, he was a Tory, whatever, but
he's detached from the reality of the situation. He just wants to carry on the narrative of, you know, let's focus on the politics, I suppose. But
at all times, and it just shows you like. Really, even for those left-wing people who always, you know, virtue signal, pretend like they're such good people, they're just as bad, if not worse at times.
What else did you know anything more about this Somali Donny? Do you know anything else about him?
No, literally, the latest news was that came out was he's Somali. Everything else, the whole time everyone was saying he was British. Then slowly came out he may be Muslim. Then it slowly came out he was Somali.
But he has a British nationality in the passport.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
calm,
so you can't. It's your own niggas now. You can't try. Don't try it.
And the MP, apparently he's been an MP since 1983 and was married with 5 children. He's also the second serving MP to be killed in the past 5 years following the murder of Labour MP Joe Cox in 2016.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not like something that happens all the time, but still, you know, like this shouldn't happen at all.
And you know what? A lot of these things are happening is because the media, the hysteria.
There is a lot of hysteria going on right now. To be
fair.
So
not in his case, because his case was more, seems like a bit more of a terrorist type attack. But I'm talking in Joe Cox scenario. Like, she was killed because she was a Labour MP,
right?
And that's because of the hysteria, that division that is being sought from the country using social media. Every like the extremes are becoming so extreme now. That is literally happening in real life. People are killing each other over fucking random politics. That really doesn't most of the time affect us that much because they all kind of do the same shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? One just pretends to be good.
Yeah, and if we're being like really real, like don't get me wrong, this happens around the world everywhere where, you know, there's going to be political contention, there's going to be political heat between you know, parties and people, and it divides people. It becomes tribalistic. You know, especially like we're not as bad as America, where, you know, people are storming the Capitol building.
For now,
and there's beef. But for now, right? For
now,
yeah. For word. But I just want to say it is technically still a human like experience. You know, like obviously I want death not to be part of it. You know, but there is tribalism, like it's part of our DNA. So
I don't think you understand what I mean. Is that social media has exasperated this so far?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you.
So even but the thing is, we already had this in us, of course. But the technology, especially in social media, and even now, what we saw last week, we spoke about the Facebook whistleblower. They're not just the tenfolds, hundredfolds, and then you can see that in the past 10 to 15 years. Politics has been we've never been more divided.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, it's worse now than it ever has been.
So yeah, it's been a bit crazy, but yeah, it's been
those were the attacks, I suppose. But this is not we're not done with people attacking each other.
Yeah, well now they thought, fuck it, we did the bow and arrow. You know what I'm saying? We did the little knife thing. Let's jump on a Cobra.
Yeah.
This guy, Indian guy, murdered his wife by getting a Cobra.
The worst part about it, bro, this is actually crazy. So this is the working story so far.
Yeah,
that his husband, he had murdered his wife using a snake, bro.
Right,
like an actual like Cobra snake to murder the thing. And she was a wealthy woman, and you know he was like eyeing up the wealth, and he had set up a plan. And apparently his plan got caught first time.
Really?
So he got caught. He got caught first time. He literally had the elaborate plot to murder his wife and take her family's mother, and then marry another woman. That was a plan. That was so far the plan.
Yeah.
And he was.
Say that slowly.
So basically, this guy called I don't know. I won't have to say his name, but he was 28, and he came up with an elaborate plot to murder his wife. who's 25, a little bit younger than her.
Yeah.
But she comes from a more wealthy family, and then he wanted to basically murder her, take her wealth, and then marry another woman.
So the first plan involved
And then
the
that was,
snake.
and yeah, the plan didn't work for the first time. He tried to pull it off. She was bedridden, so she got bitten by the snake. He somehow made his pet snake bite her, and gave her like a little poisonous thing. She was bedridden for 52 days, recovering from the snake bite.
He's like, this bitch still here? This bitch still breathing, for fuck's sake?
And then as she was regaining her health, he was like, you know what? He was like, she's more vulnerable now. Let me try again.
Yeah.
And then he gave her some either some sleeping pills, or it says here that he gave her sleeping pills and made the cobra bite her again. So second time round, it did work, and she became unconscious, and she ended up dying in the hospital. So
Stress.
second time round, he actually been successful. So it was just I was so shocked. I was like, rah. First in my mind, I was thinking, he had a massive bite. One of those massive snakes that can really swallow you whole type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would have been mad.
That would be absolutely crazy. But nah, that I don't know. Like,
I feel like out of all the things he's done, that is the shittiest plan ever. Because the second time, you can then immediately think, yeah, it's some niggas doing this on purpose.
Why wasn't everyone's like, hold up, when the first time happened? Like,
yeah, but first time it's like, oh, she got bit by a snake that
it's
came into the
random.
house.
Yeah,
That was a good plan. But the fact she didn't die, and then you tried to do it a second time,
snake nest. in the
obviously
basement.
baited himself out.
Yeah.
He could have went for any other movement.
so he's trying to deny. He's
Got
trying to
caught.
deny it because he's been caught like twice now. But he's always trying to fight his way out.
Yeah,
he's
he's
trying to
still gonna
deny
deny
it.
it,
Trying to say no, like she must have annoyed the snake. She must have pissed off the snake or something. That's why the snake bit her. Like,
Is it a pet snake or just random one that he got?
Yes.
for
So so apparently the guy had bought the snake from a snake handler, named something, for 10,000 rupees, which is about £100, like 97 pounds, not even that
Okay.
It
deep.
was an investment.
But
Yeah.
the court, so far, bro, literally, the returns are mad on
Yeah, you wanted to
£100, and then he gets all her gold, all her value as well.
the- yeah, mad, right.
The guy's thinking, fam, this is a bet I'm making. But the court believes that, the guy actually made the snake bite because some experts have said that the only forced bites can leave a certain centimeter type wounds, which are 2.8 centimeter wounds, as opposed to the regular 1.78 centimeter wounds left by naturally occurring bites. Like sometimes when they just bite you to play with you, or they bite you because they're annoyed at you. But if you somehow, agitate them enough, they will get really angry and bite onto you. So that's what they think he did. And he's still trying to fight his case, I suppose. But he was arrested the same day as the murder. But it's unclear if he's gonna actually end up in jail for a long time, but we'll see. He might have to pay a fine, which that might be a thing, but
Yeah.
I don't know what the situation is going to develop. I'll try to update you guys on the next podcast. But fam, that is crazy.
This guy actually went out of his way to violate like that.
He kind of fucked up as well. Like, if it worked first time, I'm sure he would have got away
He
with
would
it.
have got
no
away with
questions
it.
asked.
Yeah, exactly.
I think so.
And,
I think so as
to be honest, now that I think about it, that's a decent plan.
Innit? I've never thought about that.
That's a
sick,
decent
innit?
plan. I was
Yeah,
like,
because
what the
especially if the margin of error between an accident, a playful bite or an accidental bite,
fuck? It's only a couple of millimeters.
it's like 1 centimeter, bro. Like, that's the difference. Like, should I go to jail for 1 centimeter or not? Like, and is the expert confident? How confident are you? You're an expert. Like, do you know what I mean? So he might be able to get away
And
with it
majority of
still.
the time, they would not get an expert unless they would think there was something suspicious. So essentially, the only reason at the beginning they got the expert now is because he's done it a second time.
Yeah.
But the first time they would never got an expert. It would have
he
been
would've
ruled
bothered,
immediately. Yeah,
And that's what it seemed like. That's why that's what it seems like exactly. The second time
close but not good enough.
because he was thinking
Caught.
he didn't go deep enough. Like, we gotta go deeper. So that's absolutely fucked. But yeah, if you want some advice on how to kill your wife, you know what I'm saying?
Check that, or give us some horse tranquilizer. Nah,
Oh, the horse dewormer.
nah. So Joe Rogan,
You trying to transition on that one.
Joe Rogan had the CNN chief medical correspondent on his actual show. The same guys that lied about him having that horse tranquilizer. See, it works.
So
fam.
basically, if you don't
that
know the
was a
working
shout of a transition. But yeah, so go on.
If you don't know about this context, but you should obviously know, everyone knows Joe Rogan, number one podcast in the world, and he had Sanjay Gupta, which is the CNN's chief medical correspondent, and obviously this is quite a few weeks back when Joe Rogan basically had announced to the world that he got corona, and then the whole media, I couldn't see anything but Joe Rogan's got COVID. Joe Rogan's got COVID.
I remember that time. We reported on it.
Yeah, we actually had it on our podcast as well.
True,
Yeah, check it out.
And I guess the reason he's being on some mainstream media a lot is because he recently made the move to Spotify and he's making loads of money, and Spotify is defending him from basically being able to say whatever he wants on his podcast. Even though we all admit like he's self-centered a little bit sometimes
nowadays.
Yeah, but he must have regained his spirit or something.
Yeah, the way he was violating this man.
Because when he had the CNN's chief medical correspondent, he basically questioned Sanjay Gupta on why CNN is running a story that's completely fabricated, 100% a lie, and that the guy who's provably a lie, which is basically that Joe Rogan is taking ivermectin, and that's supposed to be a horse dewormer, and even like Sanjay said, the FDA had been being snarky on their Twitter saying like, oh, you're not a horse, you're not a whale, don't take this stuff. Even though, according to Joe Rogan and the literature he's citing, that this ivermectin medicine has been administered to prevent viral spread for infections and diseases in billions of people around the world, and the person who created it has won a Nobel Prize based on creating the ivermectin medication. So then Joe Rogan went ham.
Wait, and this was also accepted by everybody. So even the medical correspondent from CNN agreed with him on this.
Exactly. So even the guy who's aware of this.
There's no left or right, but they all agree on the fact that this is real.
Exactly.
And
but
this is something you should be able to take, and it is good for you at this moment, really.
Exactly. And then so Joe Rogan was like, what do you think about the fact that your company that you work for, that you are the chief medical correspondent for, is fabricating, and you know they are lying, they know they are lying, we all know they are lying, and they're still running with that show, and I'm not suing them. How do you feel about that? So the guy started trying to deflect it, trying to be like, no, did you see what the FDA see?
Exactly.
He was trying to deflect a little bit. He kind of admitted it, being honest. He did admit a little bit. He saw where he was wrong. But this blew up everywhere on my feed and everywhere on my social media, because Joe Rogan's involved. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I believe blew up. What did you guys see? I showed you guys the clip just before we started the podcast. What do you think?
So I was like, finally we get someone from the mainstream media to sit there and actually take some sort of responsibility for the lies that they are actually perpetuating. I was gassed. But what did I notice? He was just like, listen, like that's the news though. Like,
what did you expect?
Like this is we sensationalize.
Yeah.
We say basically the craziest possible thing that we can just about get away with to get as many clicks as we can, and they all know it, and so they are happy to perpetuate and show everyone the lies that they are saying, because they're just like, why not?
Yeah, and they're gonna get away with it, aren't they?
And you didn't sue us.
No.
We got away.
They're basically saying, you know what game we're playing, so we're gonna play it, but we're gonna tread the lines carefully, or not sometimes. Basically.
Yeah.
So he took the human version of the parasitic pill, right?
Yes. Yeah. Of course he did.
But why did he take that? Because
he threw the whole sink apparently at it. He did everything.
Everything
administered by his doctor though. He's got a professional doctor.
Okay.
And to be honest, it worked. Nigga was out 3 days later.
3 days later.
He was like, yo, those drogas worked. And you know what? We can't say whether it did or it didn't, but evidence kind of now from the fact that he did come back. Anecdotally, 3 days on, we can lean a little bit to the side that maybe it worked, because
he had so many, we won't know.
We can't know who or what helped him. We can't know. Maybe his body just fought it off, and there are millions of people had no symptoms with COVID actually. So
I got gassed though. I got so gassed, especially Joe Rogan finally getting his spirit back. Putting him on the spot, because Sanjay Gupta was like, do you mind if I want to talk about it, but do you mind if I go around? He's like, no, dude, they're lying, and you're in charge. Like, what, go on? And the guy was like deflecting, trying to dodge it.
Is he in charge of what goes out?
Maybe I don't know exactly how it works inside CNN. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, he's the chief medical correspondent though. Like, he's the chief.
So they would go to him and be like, what can we say this pillars?
and he said they shouldn't have said that.
Right.
So why did they say that? You're in charge. Like
exactly.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you could really do.
I was confused. I was like, he's brave from coming on to Joe Rogan though. Like, shout out to him though.
Some of these, I'm just like, and because remember he actually said, oh, I should have probably looked into why we published that before I came on.
Yeah.
How are you not gonna come to fucking Joe Rogan and not know he's gonna ask you about the massive lie your company did against him? That really caused him a little bit of problems and trouble.
It's a bit short-sighted, but
I'm not even sure if it was short-sighted. Maybe it was super long play. He was like, listen, I'll go there, I'll just take the heat, and then we'll move on. We keep going, Blaine.
Yeah, possibly.
Maybe.
That's what I think.
Well, we're talking about censorship free, these mainstream media, snaking us. What's happening in China's world?
Oof. So China, it looks like, controlled Apple's mainland China App Store. They have
complete
full
control.
They're allowed to censor what they feel like, and they will use different excuses and different legalities that make it hard for companies like Apple to put stuff up. And so one of the most recent ones was they've taken down an app which was basically the entire contents of the Quran.
That's shocking.
That's not shocking. That's not
Not by them. Not by them.
It's not shocking.
It's shocking the move they've done, but it's not shocking that they did it.
No,
I don't know.
It's a little bit. It's like you know, it's an audacity.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, you man would do it though.
Bro, it's completely aligned with what they're up to, fam. They got Muslim concentration camps, bro. Like,
Yeah.
The Koran App ain't shit after you got the concentration
They're
camp.
actually violating on daily.
But it's just another signal, like, hey, they're fully on trying to control their population.
But
like,
I'll be I thought personally they at least have, you know, some kind of shame. Like everyone's currently accusing you of having a concentration camp, and you turn around and also take the Koran App. Like you trying to tell everyone, yeah, we're definitely doing it.
Yeah, they've been doing it with a number of apps. They've been, like, I think even the Bible. There wasn't a Bible app that got taken down, but they took it down themselves. It wasn't Apple this time removing it. They took it down themselves because they didn't have a permit to have the app in mainland China.
You don't have license?
They contacted them,
Yeah.
cussed them out. Huh?
I said you don't have license, but yeah. Also, LinkedIn, same thing happened with LinkedIn.
Revoked.
It's so fucked. We're laughing, but it's so fucked.
Yeah,
it's fucked.
But-
LinkedIn, backed out as well, fam. So they had that app,
Right.
and they're basically allowing China to basically take over the LinkedIn version of China in China, and they're separating the what's it called?
The company.
The company and
Shit.
and having their own like LinkedIn version over there.
Yeah.
So they're just really fully on control everywhere. Capital
Everything.
controls, symbolism controls, emoji controls, everything controlled, fam.
Yeah, but I mean, Apple is a company that have come out and said they don't want this censorship.
Yeah.
They support like free speech, like access to everything, but there's clearly huge cases where you can just see them like being hypocritical. Like in America, they stand for certain topics and certain views, but then when it comes to other countries like China, they'll happily just give them control and let them censor what they are. And it's so bad that there's actually now a website called Apple Censorship, which tracks live what different apps are being taken down and the reasons for it. And we can put up an image, but I went on it today, and the top 10, I think it's the most recent 10 things that have been taken off the App Store were taken off of the Chinese mainland App Store.
Do you know the name of the app, the website, or no?
Yeah, so it's applecensorship.com.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
They just took down Sudoku.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Nah,
Audible.
not Sudoku. Oh yeah, Amazon's Audible lost its permit as well, apparently, or something.
Pixar photos.
Keeping Apple accountable globally. Holy
Yeah, so
shit.
like Apple are basically
Every single
controlling
one is China. There's
everyone.
China.
And I haven't even clicked view all yet.
Oh my god. They're all just taking out Chinese ones.
Yeah, so this website aims at trying to, what it says, keep Apple accountable. They should be accountable for these things that they say they don't
like you
do.
said, the Bible,
Every
Quran,
huge things, man.
Tibet, raw.
Tibet.
Even meditation.
At first, I
Country
thought
gone.
it was just a bit rude, but it seems like they're just taking everything down.
Yeah.
they don't give a fuck.
They're
Bruh.
basically a puppet to China now. Their Chinese app store. It does whatever
insane.
China wants them to do, and they've kind of come back saying, well, there's a lot of legalities, and it's difficult getting around these rules that they put in place. So we kind of have to make.
You're an
these
Apple guy
decisions.
though. You got Mac, you got iPhone. You're an Apple guy, fam.
Yeah, but it's by force. It's by force. So.
By force.
Yeah. I'm actually getting a Mac as well soon.
I do like those products. I just don't like the company.
They run the market as well. That's the thing. Because they got such a huge market, you'd expect them to be like some sort of righteousness, but they're like, but money talks. Money
exactly. It does.
Money talks in this world.
Didn't we? What's cool? There was a recent thing. Epic Games versus Apple. Have you guys kept up with that by any chance?
I think Apple backed down in the end, didn't they? Or
If they know, they couldn't.
so.
I
Epic
think
Games versus
I
Apple.
don't remember. I don't know the outcome.
No, Apple couldn't back down because what basically they're saying is Epic is like they've got a monopoly on the app store.
Yeah.
So that 30% charge is just is like when there's nothing we can do about it.
Right. Yeah.
So if Apple loses that, they have to slash prices across the board.
Exactly.
That's too big of a. They're not gonna give up on that one.
Yeah, there's no
Send
way.
the lawyers in.
Send the lawyers, bro. They're gonna run
lawyers
this for a
in.
while.
Yeah,
100%.
I don't know
Years.
what happened, to be honest.
No. This is a year's thing.
Are you sure? Actually, it says here, look, decided September 10th, 2021. That happened like what, last month?
What
shit.
was decided?
Oh, unless they
I
settled.
don't know. I have
Unless
to.
they settled.
I'll update you guys after like skimming a little
Alright.
bit. Holy shit! We can update next podcast.
Yeah,
if you
we'll
want to
update,
find
yeah,
out what
yeah,
happens,
yeah,
Epic Games versus Apple, find out next week.
Inside scoop.
Inside scoop after me reading Wikipedia.
We got
basically.
those connects.
We also got connects to wizards out here.
What?
What?
This is
Magic
a
tricks.
crazy story.
Magic tricks and shit.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
New Zealand council, basically the council in New Zealand, imagine, ends their contract with a wizard after 2 decades of loyal service.
Yeah, nah. Who got this?
Doing his services of.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
So basically, bro, this is the last wizards, the last official wizard in the world.
Wait, wait. You're chatting shit like wizarding.
On the actual,
Bro.
he's got a hat and every point. He looks like Dumbledore.
Wait,
He looks like Dumbledore.
you might chatting
He
shit.
looks like Dumbledore.
It's bad.
Yo,
Bro,
this is
honestly, he's British, you know.
wait. This is like one of those, like once again, like Game of Thrones or like Lord of the Rings.
Nah, don't be disrespectful.
When they go see
Chill, bro. He's called
the wise man.
He's called the official wizard of New Zealand.
Bro, the official wizard. This guy does wizardry, spells, curses, anything they need. Rain dances. He's there. He's
Bro,
the
he's
man.
a state-appointed wizard, fam. What's going on?
Bro,
Tell me the
he's
thing.
paid. He's paid by their council. So I don't remember how long. It was maybe 30, 40, 30 years ago. This British man moved
Okay.
to New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
And he began doing these like I don't know, public displays. You know how you get in central London,
Yeah.
you get people. So he would talk to tourists and like basically pretend, I guess is the word. I don't know if there's no proof against him being a wizard. So he's basically playing a wizard, and he would go to the city council and out in public, and he would do like demonstrations. He would
For
do
2
spells.
decades, it seems he was doing this, fam.
For 2 decades, and he was helping. Apparently, he was kind of helping tourism. So the city council decided that they were actually going to offer him a employment
Yeah.
for the city to
Imagine.
be the official wizard.
My guy
but
was
he wasn't-
paid.
yeah.
He was paid 368,000.
Yeah, over the course of the years. So
Yeah.
I think it was 16,000 New Zealand dollars.
Yeah.
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 To be a wizard.
To just be a wizard, bro.
The fuck are you talking about? He ain't done shit.
You're a wizard, Harry.
No.
But apparently-
services of acts of wizardry and other wizard-like services.
That's his job role, bro. That's his job role.
What is this story, bro?
Why are you questioning it? And,
Go on, sorry.
So basically, there was one point where the city decided to try and get rid of him. And there was outrage. There was local outrage.
Oh my dick.
Everyone was
Shut
like,
up.
nah, this is our wizard, bro. This is our wizard.
Fuck that, bro. You get rid of our wizards.
And I think that's what it led to him getting employed, because he has so much popularity. Like, he was becoming a famous
Yeah.
legend, and like it was bringing people over to see the wizard. Like, you know, people would come looking for this wizard.
I would actually go to find the wizard now.
It'd be awesome.
I'll be gassed.
You can still
What
see him
would you
today.
ask him? What would you ask him?
I'd some sort of spell, bro.
I'll be like,
I'd
I'll be like, do some acts of wizardry and other wizard-like services. Your job role, fam.
Oh, thank you.
Do something.
Does he have a link? Does he have a LinkedIn?
I don't know, but unfortunately, a very sad story is they have now terminated his contract as the official wizard.
I was hoping it was a funny story. Damn it.
Nah.
So there's a post there for me to apply for.
yeah, honestly, vacancies there right now. So,
Right now. Oh my god.
so
I could
Wait.
be like the project day wizard.
the main reason is they're trying to reimagine the city's tourism. Basically, they kind of want to be known as a more modern city. Like, they don't want to be like wizardry's like an old thing.
School,
They
yeah.
originally want like some old school, like sort of theme that bring people to come and see the town and the city. Whereas now they want to more modernize it, and this 70-year-old wizard isn't really
ain't
fitting
helping.
in with the theme anymore.
Yeah, he ain't helping us.
Aw.
So it is a sad
I like
story,
the guy.
kind of.
He said the wizard said that the council had decided to stop paying him because he did not fit in with the vibes of the city.
Bro, you ain't vibe, bro. You're no vibe.
you vibe a modern day, nah.
Yeah.
bro.
He goes. It implies that I am boring and old, but there is nobody else anything like me in Christchurch. It's just like they don't like me because they are boring old bureaucrats, and everyone likes me and no one likes them.
Exactly. Shout out.
He got a bit
Shout out,
spiteful
wizard.
at the end, but it's fine. And they asked him, "Are you gonna?"
no boring arrows. No boring arrows.
But they asked him, like, "Are you gonna curse the council? Are you gonna curse the council?" And
Stick a curse on them.
luckily, he said no. He prefers to do the nicer,
ones.
the good spells that
Yeah.
help people, help like the younger people.
Yeah.
Imagine he just used to fuck it on a devil thing. That's some crazy shit.
Bro, imagine he convinces all of his supporters, yo, and everyone dress up. We're gonna meet in the council building at 5. And then they start do some mad spells and shit. You know, RuneScape one.
And we find out wizardry's real.
I'm finished.
No, but wait. He said the last thing he said, I guess, on on the article, he goes, "I give children happy dreams, general good health, and I want to make bureaucrats become more human." So he's got a good spirit, clearly.
Yeah,
but
shout out my
apparently
guy.
he has a bit of a dodgy past kind of way. He said a lot of sexist
Pedo.
things. No, not a paedophile, luckily, but he said a lot of sexist things that people thought like quite like hateful towards women. But I think it's his age as well.
Yeah.
No, he says, "I love women. I forgive them all the time."
And he said not to hit them because they bruise easily.
Wizard is nuts.
And then you get caught. He said, so
He goes, "I've never struck one yet. Never strike a woman because they bruise too easily is the first thing, and they'll tell their neighbors and their friends, and then you're in big trouble."
That's funny.
he
It's
sounds
true.
like a joker.
It's true though. That's true. Don't hit the girls.
But he's never hit a woman. He's never hit.
Yeah, but that's what we're told as we're growing up. So he's basically saying the same thing. Don't hit
exactly,
women.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't snitch.
but yeah, nowadays you can hit women if you want.
But so wizards.
I don't agree.
I don't agree. Yeah, I do not agree. Wizards and like all these fairy tale ones. We have a vampire in Kenya.
What?
A vampire as well.
Yeah, we got a vampire in Kenya.
I'm dying. This podcast
Bro,
is jokes.
bro, listen to this. Yeah, I was there scrolling through the interwebs, the interwebs, and I see this Kenyan serial killer who basically got caught and put into prison, and he told them, "Yes, I killed 10 boys."
10 boys.
Previously young boys or whatever,
yeah.
and all the he's gonna go to court. Everyone's trying to take him down. He said he drank the blood of the boys he killed.
Right,
Yeah, on some juju vibe. I was like, rah, this guy's a fucking full vampire.
So he's not going like biting people. He's like just drinking the blood after he's killed them.
Yeah, getting the
Fuck.
power.
Oh,
sorry. Big difference.
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying. Like, what the fuck?
He might not want it like sauce to mouth, He he's civilized, puts in the cup first, bro.
Drinks like that.
Civilized vampire.
Fucking hell, come on now. And and then he got away.
Got away.
What do you mean?
The vampire
Was he arrested
escaped
and then got away?
in prison, arrested. He told everyone he drank the blood, killed the boys. He admitted to everything.
Yeah.
Boom, disappears.
He must have turned into a bat.
Fam, he was gone out the window. And then guess what? He was caught by the mob. He got caught by a mob and they fucking beat him to death.
Oh, he got beaten to death.
He got beaten to death.
Bro, I mean, he deserved it.
He deserved it. But he got caught by like
it wasn't the police.
local.
Yeah.
No, by the time police turned up, the nigga was dead.
Yeah.
And then it's like, fam, the up and down the story. It was a whole crazy.
Apparently, it says here he posed as a football coach to lure his victim to a secluded area after he attacked him. Like, what's going on here? Apparently it was in Kenya, Nairobi.
Really?
And he's I don't want to say his name. Fuck it.
His name is long in it. I did not attempt. So all these like young boys and that getting killed. Yeah. Even the Air Jordan boss recently killed a teen boy.
Fam, no, this is crazy. The 3 police officers who were on duty when he escaped on Wednesday, have been charged with aiding the escape. And
seriously. I bet he threatened them with.
I missed that
like
bit.
he's gonna turn into something and fuck them up. I'd be scared, bro.
If this guy told me, listen, I'm gonna put a curse.
You start whispering in the corner one night, I'm shitting myself. I'm getting out of there.
Exactly. But yeah, as I said earlier, the Air Jordan boss also was killing teen boys.
This is quite a mad story. It's a bit of a
going everywhere today. Yeah. So many deaths. Oh my god.
I don't know how to feel about this one. So basically, the executive of Air Jordans, the current executive, I think he was writing a memoir, so like a book about his life. And although he had been hiding it all his life, for some reason he's kind of decided to come out about it, that when he was a younger boy, I think he was possibly around the age of 15, he shot an 18-year-old boy and killed him. So when he was younger, at the age of 13, he joined a gang. I can't remember what the gang was called, but in West Philadelphia, born and raised, he joined the West Philadelphian gang. And apparently one of his very close friends was killed during the gang life.
Oh, okay.
And he went out wanting revenge. So he got drunk with his friends. He took a gun. He went out on the street. And it seems that he shot just a random 18-year-old boy for almost no reason, but he was upset that his friend got killed. So he's just killed a random 18-year-old boy. I think it kind of changed his life. as it would. I guess you killed someone, and he
So
decided
you're a murderer now.
Yeah, he decided to get away from gang life and try and like live a more normal life and hide the fact that he had done it and escape his past.
It was eating me up inside, he said, of his actions at age 16. At age 16, just a quick reminder.
Yeah, and he dropped something else about how it was hard for him. He's trying to get pity for the fact he killed a boy, and it was hard for him living with the fact he killed a boy. Like, bro, that's your fault. You killed the kid. No one's feeling pity at this point.
Yeah, he's saying it's really difficult for me because it was for no reason at all.
Yeah, look, he's saying it's difficult for him because he killed the kid for no reason. How do you think the kid felt? How do you think the family of the kid felt?
Fuck, you know.
This guy just wants pity, bro.
Yeah, why would you say it?
But
wait, whoa.
And people are saying we are proud of Larry Miller.
That's
and
Nike.
That's Nike. That's Nike, bro.
That's Nike statement.
Nike told BBC News.
Can you believe this?
Do you want me to read that again?
Yeah, do it.
Nike told BBC News in a statement that Mr. Miller, the guy's life, was an incredible story of second chances. We are proud of Larry Miller and the hope and inspiration his story can offer.
They're only saying that because he's black, by the way.
Exactly.
If he was a white guy, I swear to fucking God,
He'd be
gone. He'd be fired.
But he'd be fired. But I think in America, you got statute of limitations in it. So if you do something back in the day, you can literally just own up to it.
He was never, like caught or arrested.
Exactly.
He was never caught.
Never caught.
Yeah,
so like
so
you
you
can't.
just-
It's not like there's no actual. Oh wait, no, but he went to jail. I think he's gone to jail. Actually, I could be wrong.
I hope
He went to jail for
It's a
something.
let's chat shit. Doesn't matter whether he did or not.
Yeah, no, he did. He went to jail and
he served a jail sentence for the murder. He says he did not lie about it, but he did keep it a secret.
yeah, and so when he went for job applications, because he's worked for some big names before he got into Nike.
Yeah.
And,
That's what it was. Okay.
He apparently, I think he either admitted he went to jail but didn't tell them the reason, or just ignored that part completely.
But sorry.
That was
Yeah. So I was gonna say the last part that he says kind of does slightly make sense a little bit. You know, a person's mistake. Let's say you had murdered someone. You know,
Yeah.
like the worst mistake that you ever made in your life. You know,
Yeah.
you know, I understand slightly where he's coming from. It shouldn't control what happens with the rest of your life. Like,
It does.
Disagree,
though.
yeah, I disagree.
with
People
that.
go to jail.
I'm talking about I'm talking about him spiritually inside. Like he should be able to somehow, you know, reconcile somehow. Maybe not rationalize it. Wait, hold on. I'm not saying rationalize it. I'm not saying justify it. I'm saying if you did do something, you know what I mean? Like don't make it yourself go crazy about it and end your life because of it or something like that. I don't know.
For him.
For him on an individual level. Like that's what I'm saying.
him,
For his spirit,
yeah,
for his soul,
yeah,
for his
yeah.
that.
That's for you to do that in jail.
Do
Do that in
Yeah,
jail.
yeah.
A certain man will stay in jail for that for life.
Yeah, no, he should basically be in jail for.
Because they
for a
all
long
made
time.
a mistake. I'm sure that not everyone was trying to go out fully killing people.
Yeah.
They all make a mistake.
But maybe we're meant to believe in, rehabilitation. And
Yeah, I technically I do believe in rehabilitation to some
yeah,
extent,
to
but
some
I also
extent.
believe that you should serve punishment. Like I believe if you take someone's tooth out, they should take tooth from you basically, not
Yeah.
1-to-1. I want it to be like a little bit.
eye for an eye, yeah.
not an eye for an eye, like one tooth, no one eye, like for two eyes, fam. Yeah,
That's
fam.
worse.
Yeah, he should be punished. He should be punished.
Yeah, fuck it.
You know what I mean? You took
more
one eye.
damage.
You took one eye. I didn't do anything to you. You took one of my eyes. Nah. You should have served
So
more
it's not even
punishment.
an eye that drum.
Two eyes, bro.
Yeah, don't fuck with Masood. Don't fuck with Masood.
2 eyes, guys.
But how did this guy go from rehabilitation
No,
and
but I do believe
he switched up to double the punishment?
No, I'm saying you should definitely have.
changed the
I think
thing.
you should have a severe punishment, but you should still have the opportunity for rehabilitation after.
when you're blind. When
Two
there's no
eyes.
eyes left.
I'm saying 2 eyes out.
Yeah. So to be fair, I'm almost happy, or like I agree with the fact they didn't fire him because it was something he's gone to jail for and punishment. But I think it's quite disrespectful what they said.
Yeah.
Because I think like at least if you're gonna keep him, just don't chat shit. Because
Exactly.
the family's still out there.
Exactly.
of the
They
things
don't
that-
want to hear that. They don't want to
Yeah,
hear
they
that.
said
When I hear that.
we are proud.
Proud.
We are proud.
Well,
Yeah.
that he killed a boy, pretty much. That's what you're saying.
The framing's a bit
exactly.
dirty on this one. I'm
But
not gonna lie.
bro, so today all our stories so far, have just been people getting licked off. Our kill count, our kill count. This
Yes.
episode is like 300 deaths so
Yeah.
far.
It's actually mad.
Let's mourn some of these, some of these deaths, like the US have recently done after their Kabul drone strike in Afghanistan.
Finally.
Bro. So on
That
our
was a quick follow-up. no?
yes, it was a follow up.
Yeah. So it basically, they've been speaking with the families. They've had a bit of.
Follow up from before.
Right, so what happened before we've talked about was the Kabul airstrike that was led by the US, where recently, well,
ish now,
Drone.
but fairly recently, and where they believed that they were targeting and following a member of ISIS-K,
the fake organization that they made up.
The ISIS variant.
Yeah,
the ISIS variant member. And so what they had seen was they suspected and they coordinated with other agencies that he potentially visited areas that could be controlled by ISIS-K, and then he was seen in aerial footage to be loading what looked like bombs into the back of his van or SUV or whatever the car was, which they did find out to be was just water in the end, and they had lied a lot, but they decided to they only found that after they pretty much performed the airstrike on the guy and killed 10 civilians in the process,
including children,
including a 2-year-old girl, really young children. And so the US has been in communication with the family and the representative, and they are now saying that they are happy to provide financial support to the victims' families.
They're better.
Which it doesn't really solve the issue.
It doesn't solve shit, but they're better.
But
That's that's about 30 to 40 new ISIS-K members you've just created.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the money's not going to change anything. You fucked it now. Like, you've caused a big issue.
And it might even backfire. Now, something can happen where they figure out how to basically extract money now from US. I don't know. It's crazy, bro, regardless.
But at least they're doing something. At least there's some follow-up. Because
there's some retribution.
Yeah, I would expect to...
At least, usually they ignore it.
Yeah, usually they're like, well...
War, exactly.
Yeah, it's, what happens in war. War is fair and love in war, right?
Exactly. And enemies, and this is what it is in this day and age. And there's war even in the trading world, where between retail investors like us guys, and the SEC, which is the Securities something Commission.
Securities Exchange Commission led by Gary Gensler.
Yeah. So they've basically recently made a rule that allows people like Trading 212, Robinhood, to, when they see, let's say in the GameStop example where we had last time, it's just going up loads, and a lot of people from, let's say, the old school investors, they've got a lot of short, and what happens is if the price goes up, they're losing money. So now they have the ability to just halt trading on that asset. Basically,
they did
get rid of all their short positions, which they've done before. Yep. Get rid of all their short positions, and then open it up when the price is falling down. And what happens? Everyone starts to sell, and it goes back down, and they start kind of winning again. And it just shows you, in the case of
investor protection,
and investors coming to us, and now in the world being able to invest. Like before, back in the day, us guys wouldn't be able to invest. Exactly, it's all these small clubs for just certain people,
institutions.
Exactly, and now that is being opened up, they don't like it, and now they're finding laws to fuck us over.
Yeah,
rules to be able to actually tell us we'll fuck you over.
It looks like
sorry. No, sorry.
I was gonna say it looks like they've basically given them another tool. Like, hey, you man, you're running out of ideas, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't watch. SEC's got your back.
Once they realize that the poor people the poor people are like, what? Is this how I make money now? Yeah. I go to invest in this stock exchange thing. They were like, yeah, and then they start to do. They were like, they clocked the game.
They were like, rah, everyone's talking.
GameStop. They clocked the game with GameStop. They're like, guys, if we keep buying, it will forever go up. That was their game plan. They were like, listen, if we just keep aping into this, is what they called it. We'll monkey do some shit. Like they were saying it will go up, and that plan was working.
Yeah, right.
So these niggas lost nearly up to $1 billion plus in some hedge funds.
Yeah,
I think it's even more like 80 billion, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so they were just losing so much money, and these guys just like, fuck, just keep buying it, and we're gonna win.
Yeah.
And then what did they do? They halted that
trading.
shit. Stop.
I can't believe it. That's
unbelievable.
That's market manipulation. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's so blatant.
It's the most blatant market manipulation I've ever seen.
Ever. They didn't get even punished, did they?
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. And now they're saying from now on, you will not be able to get punished for this.
Yeah.
Because before it was a grey area.
Yeah.
Now they made it. Well, they're trying to get it through. And
it's not actually hasn't gone through yet. They're trying to.
People are kind of trying to protest about it, but it will get through, as they've always done. So
yeah, money talks,
and it's sad actually. And
no, I also want to point out, because it kind of goes into the like more of a broader issue where most I don't know how, I don't have the numbers or anything like that, but I'm going to say most people and just generalize. So yeah, most people don't know that nowadays you can't actually hold cash. Cash is trash. You need to invest to actually make any money, any returns on your purchasing. If you want to save any purchasing power, you cannot just hold on to your cash, because they are inflating that away like there's no tomorrow. Money pinta go blah, blah, blah. So yeah, now that the retailers, like you said, have jumped onto the investment game, where it was normally just allowed for institutions and Wall Streets and so on and so forth. Now that it's becoming a more broadly accepted venture to save money and save purchasing power, they're getting extra tools to fuck the retailers over again. Yeah, because they were already fucking them up. They were already selling their data anyway.
And back in the day, they literally set up barriers high entry to barriers where you need to have certain net worth or certain things to be able to actually invest in certain things. Like a lot of the angel investors, if you want to join one of these like angel investors, you need assets of 300 grand minimum.
Or you need to be an accredited investor or something like that.
Accredited
Connections
investors,
as well.
exactly.
Like I was stressed. It's hard getting into it, and it still exists. But now there's also options for us to get into.
When we don't need them, and now that we don't need them, the guys who were using to facilitate this have now also joined the old school, because they really were the old schools, the old school who made the apps. Trading 2 and 2 and Robinhood.
Yeah,
so,
Robinhood's owned, I think 30% owned by Citadel, which is the people that basically pressured them to.
Was like, listen, nigga, hold that shit.
Yeah.
We losing too much on this.
It makes me very upset. But at the end of the day, I think, obviously, I've got my own views on stuff. I think you should just don't even invest in no stocks, don't invest nothing, go all in on Bitcoin, baby.
This guy.
Maybe. Good luck.
But yeah, I think that would be like that's the end of the Let's Chat shit.
Yeah,
but
listen,
we need you to like, subscribe,
everything.
We got a Twitter now. We'll put it in a thing. Follow us on Twitter. Actually, tweet us. We're ready to see that.
Imagine you can bless us just clicking buttons on screens, fam.
Yeah, just like help us out. We did all this
entertainment.
Yeah, just and we just giving you all the news. Easy. Come on now, and that's a wrap.
That's it.